of the entire year, as we'll see the Kansas City Chiefs.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes now in his third season in the league, leading the Chiefs onto the field. And, boy, with the Chiefs traded starting quarterback Alex Smith before 2018, a lot of people were wondering how good Patrick Mahomes could be, and he showed the entire league how good he could be, racking up over 5,000 yards and tied for second most passing touchdowns in a season with 50 of them. And he was handed the MVP and Offensive Player of the Year awards. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. The numbers on the ground for LT from last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, here's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year, he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Tomlinson. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Tomlinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
These two teams all tied after one. On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A reminder that we'll have more football here on EA Sports coming up Thursday night with the start of Week 12. We'll be, gosh, about 1,000 miles north of here and back down at sea level as well to watch the Colts and the Texans in Houston. 2 playoff teams from a year ago. They'll do battle with kickoff at 8:20 Eastern time. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They run the counter. It's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up?
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
On first down, Tomlinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down now, Tomlinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got some space here. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Tomlinson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
Yeah, and it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On first down, Tomlinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to want the ball more. 1 target, no catches. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So we have reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. On first down, Tomlinson, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Allen's got it complete.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it here with Gordon. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. It's Gonzalez. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mahomes going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you'd have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Caught. It's Allington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Tomlinson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back now in Mexico City. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's Tomlinson. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Mahomes now still just the 1 incompletion. 16 of 17. It's 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Williams. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Richard. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So out come the Chargers. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Tomlinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Tomlinson. And he loses the football a 2nd time. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. Less than 90 seconds to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes now to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a